There is one story in the Bible of Jesus' life between his birth and the time that he began his ministry. And that one story is told by the Gospel of Luke. That story begins with Jesus and his parents traveling from their home in Nazareth to the capital city of Jerusalem for the festival of Passover. The story begins in the Gospel of Luke after Passover is finished, and Jesus' parents, Mary and Joseph, have already begun the journey home. Now, Jesus was probably about 12 years old. He was a preteen, and his friends were well known to Mary and Joseph. In fact, the families of Jesus' friends were probably neighbors of Mary and Joseph. So they felt quite comfortable letting Jesus travel with friends and families of friends in the big caravan back to Nazareth. So the story recorded by the Gospel of Luke is that on the second day, Mary and Joseph started to look for Jesus. They couldn't find him. They looked throughout the caravan. He was nowhere to be found. They then turned back to Jerusalem. They searched the other caravans that were passing on their way home. Mary and Joseph could not find Jesus. They stopped at the rest places where they had first rested on the first day. There was no sign of Jesus. When they returned back to Jerusalem, that capital city was still teeming with all sorts of visitors and residents, Jews and Romans, rich and poor, haughty and powerful. It was so unlike anything from their small town of Nazareth. They searched throughout that second day. They did not find Jesus. They began to fear that Jesus was lost. On the third day, they found Jesus in the temple, talking with the teachers. Mary let her anxiety spill out with these words. She said, "Why have you treated us like this? Look, your father and I have been searching for you with great anxiety." The King James uses the word sorrow. We have been sorrowing for thee. They not only feared that Jesus was lost, they feared that Jesus was dead. But Jesus responded in the Gospel of Luke with these words, "Why were you searching for me? Did you not know that I would be in my Father's house?" Jesus was not lost to himself. He knew exactly who he was and where he was. But friends, this theme of lost and found is one of the greatest themes in the Gospel of Luke. The Gospel of Luke is the only gospel to share the parable of the Good Samaritan and the parable of the prodigal son. Luke's is the only gospel that includes Jesus' encounter with Zacchaeus. And it's at the end of that encounter, Jesus proclaims what may be his mission statement in the Gospel of Luke. Jesus says, "I have come to seek out and save the lost. What is lost is found." So in the parables that we study this week from Luke 15, there is the parable of the lost sheep, the lost coin, and then the prodigal son. Together, these are three great parables that remind us that God is always and relentlessly searching for us. Yes, we are searching for God, but God is always and relentlessly searching for us. Friends, this week we have the great invitation to open the doors of our hearts, for there Jesus is knocking. Having searched us out, Jesus is seeking a relationship with us to make a home in our lives so that we may be light and a blessing to this world. Friends, we may feel lost, but Jesus is always looking for us through God in that wonderful image of the Good Shepherd, or of the persistent woman looking for the coin, or the forgiving father running to welcome the prodigal home. Jesus is always looking for us, searching us out, ready to welcome us home. Friends, I close today with the words that we use from worship with the young disciples every Sunday, that no matter who you are, and no matter what you do, and no matter where you go, you are always loved by God. Peace be with you.